Oh guys, I got a kind of a dumb video for you guys to some extent, but apparently a lot of people buy these. There's a little BB gun that's not pointed at me, it's pointed behind my head, but it's disassembled and completely non-functional at this point anyway. But they're called the MAKO blowbacks or whatever. So I'm trying to figure out how to disassemble this. This is my little cousin's little pistol he got for his birthday or for Christmas or as a gift or something. I've done took the grip off and took some other stuff. I can't find a video of anyone figuring out how to remove this slide and take this thing apart. It's already broke, so I'm going to try to figure out how to take it apart and make a quick video of it, just showing y'all how you can disassemble this, because there's no videos. Bunch of bad reviews, not going to lie. Apparently this isn't the greatest thing you'd want, but they seem to be like a decent little practice one. It's got some decent weight to it for a young kid, for a starter thing to go do some plinking on something with. It's a pretty good little pistol. I've got some parts already over here disassembled or whatever, so we're trying to disassemble it and get this slide off, and that's all this video is going to be about. It's not going to be about the whole gun. This is not a review, it's just how to disassemble the top of this thing. And I'm going to try to do it, and if I can do it without breaking this thing and put it back together and get it to work again. I already know what's wrong with it. Down in there you can't see, but it's supposed to be attached to this little piece, and it broke. So I'm trying to get to that piece so I can glue it back to here and put it back together so he can use it again. And I'm going to see if I can do some things to fix this hammer. Gets stuck a lot in operation of this. So I'm going to see if I can come up with some kind of gimmick to fix that so this will keep operating. And basically we're just going to avoid that whole hammer together, because it doesn't need the hammer. The hammer's just there for looks, so we don't even need it. I might just take the hammer out completely so the gun will function and operate like it's supposed to, and he can have some fun with it. Like I said, this is just a little air BB gun, nothing special, but we're gonna see if we can get it fixed for my little cousin. Plus he just subscribed to the channel, so it'd be fun if I can get it fixed and he can watch this video on the channel of me fixing his little BB gun. All right, so I'm gonna clean this up, clean this little space up for us a little bit. Got a couple tools, a little flathead, and a couple picks. You're gonna need which I do have a gun toolkit up there in the house in my gun room, but we're not gonna mess with that. So I can't find any videos of how to get this slide apart. It does not push up, or if it does, it's not going back far enough to do so, which I can look down in here in the front, and there is a little recessed thing that stops it, so I'd assume that it doesn't go any further back than this. This is the problem that a lot of people have, is it goes too far back, and that little thing slips down too far forward, and then you have to reach in here and grab it so it will set back forward like so. And I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to disassemble this and see if we can do that, because that would make apparently a lot of people who have these little practice air pistols. Like I said, this thing is not functional for the weapon whatsoever. It doesn't need this hammer, so if I can get this off, I might just completely remove the hammer completely, because it's just there for looks. And from what I understand of all the bad reviews I've seen, this hammer is what causes it to jam up. So if I can remove that and get it to just pew pew pew, he might have something to go do some more plinking with. These are nice little air pistols from what I've seen. A lot of people buy them. I guess it's a Walmart little air or BB pistol, whatever. I don't own BB pistols anymore, so I couldn't tell you a whole bunch about it. But we're going to try to knock these pins out. These 3 pins is what I'm thinking might, at least it'll take the whole assembly apart. So I figure at that point, if I can get those out, then the whole assembly should probably just come loose. So we're going to try that first and see what happens. And again, as I said, if I break it, it's already broken, so it doesn't really matter at this point anyhow. So this is really just because I couldn't find a video. Alright, there's one down. That was a little much. Probably don't quite need that much. There's another one going down there. yes, I am using a little Phillips head to just bust that off like that. Oh, it's over here. Hold on a second. Alright, got my long pick. Let's see if I can push those out now. Maybe can, maybe can't. I don't know. Might be able to grab them with something and tote them out of there. I don't want to use that. Let's see if we can knock this one down just a little bit more. Good. That part there seems to not like it. Alright, let's see if we can grab a hold of these. I'm pretty sure this is not really worth the effort I'm putting in, but why not anyway? You know, I just like tinkering with stuff anyway. It's something I do all the time. So those are down. Something's definitely come loose in there. See if we can get it further apart. I guess this is not going to. For some reason it stopped, so give me just a second. We're going to try to. Okay, so we got the back pin out. We're going to leave it out. The hammer fell out with it. We're going to leave this gone. This was the piece that broke. It goes right up in the back here. So now that I got that out, I can pull it all the way back. Slide comes off. And I'm not going to lie, with that I believe we're good to go. Earlier I thought it was that was stopping it. It doesn't seem it is. I don't think there's anything else wrong with it, so we may be good to go to just fix the part and put that bit back together. So I don't know, I hope that helps. I'm gonna see, I've got something in here that which maybe that's what that is this little pin here. How do you come out? See if I can figure out how to get this guide out of here. Again, I'm trying to fix this, not break it, so I don't want to just try just anything. When that's there, see, this was what was happening when that pin's in. So you got to take this front pin out, and as long as that front pin's in, you're not going to be able to disassemble it. You take that front pin out, that front piece will drop, and then realign that and stick your pin back in. So now that we've done what we've came to do, I think I'm going to stick this one back in like so. There it is. Oh wait, nope, that's the shorter one. And now he'll actually be able to disassemble this if he needs. I don't know why my camera keeps doing that, so I don't know what y'all have seen and what you haven't seen. It just keeps cutting off on me. Just like that. And just like that. And now she's back together. You don't have to worry about the hammer no more catching you. I'm going to put the rest of it back together and it should be good to go. And we'll have to put some air in it and see if it's going to work. So just in case you're like me and you've took it all apart anyway, go ahead. This little screw goes on top right here. Let me get my little, put that one in there. So the problem that we actually had, the reason this stopped functioning and operating, is because this, which I done lost the dang piece now. Well, I guess I did. Let me find that and then I'll show y'all what happened. Guys, you won't believe this. I had the little grill with all the parts sitting on it. I had to go back and watch the video where that part fell off. Thought it fell off the side of the table, so I'm looking. And this was sitting over here, so I'm looking all over the ground. There it is. So now that we got that, this is what broke. This is supposed to be attached to that, and then it screws into the back. Alright, so as I was saying, this is what apparently decided to come apart. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to glue this back together with some good super glue and stick it back in there and reassemble everything. And like I said, you take this back pin out and you can just remove it and leave it out. That takes out the hammer, which is what the malfunction on these are. That hammer is not, it's just there for looks, it's not in action. So if you got one of these and you want to fix it, take your front pin off and it'll allow you to get the slide out. You really wouldn't even have to, because I feel like most time this is probably what breaks, and the hammer is what causes the malfunction. So just take that back pin out, the hammer will come out, and then you can just take the little screw out down there, which is this one right here, and you can drop the back off, and then this will come out of there, and then you put those back together, and this is probably going to be good to go. So bada bing, bada boom. So now if you got these little BB guns, which I've seen a lot of, even adults have them, maybe they're shooting some cats, or I don't know what they're using them for, but I was just trying to repair it for my little cousin. He's getting into guns, or getting up on the age of learning how to practice and maintain. Alright, so I got some glue here. We're going to try to get this fixed up in a way that we can get it glued back together, and hopefully it doesn't completely seal the hole up. I don't want this all over my fingers. I don't want to glue myself to this, even though I still might somehow. But see if we can get this figured out here. Oh, well, I guess I'm just going to end up gluing myself to it. That's what it looks like. Very small. So we got that glued up. I don't know why my camera keeps just cutting off on me. So we got that glued up. Once that dries up real good, we'll put all of it back together and put a cartridge in it and see if it'll shoot and do what he wants it to do. Alright, we got some of those, so we're going to pop this back in here. I don't know if you can see it. Gotta go this way. So, oh, I dropped it. Alright guys, got it reassembled here, and we're going to see if it'll hold up. Probably should let the glue cure a little longer, but I think it'll hold up just enough. So put that in there, see if it's going to leak. Be quick about it. Alright. Let's put the back on here. Okay, so the last little video was not very good. So that works. I love that, bro. It actually like locks up when it gets empty. And just for fun, since I was out here playing, I also fixed this one too. It has little issues. I don't know what that thing's doing. What is it? There you go. There she goes. She works. That's how you fix it. And not gonna have no problems out of it anymore, so. There you go, Justice. Merry Christmas. Y'all have a good one.